Hey there, everyone. Real-time Gunpla here with yet another Quickie review. This time we're going to be talking about this thing that's on camera right now. That's the HG Super Robot Wars Cybaster kit from Bandai. And this is an interesting kit. If you want to see the build of it, you can go watch my live stream build that I did. It's only about 3 hours long. But there are some really nice goods and some really bad bads about this kit. So let's just hop into it real quick. The bads, because I like to end on positive notes. So there's a couple of things that I really don't like about this kit. Number one, as you can probably tell by the way this head is situated inside of that armor, there's not a lot of head articulation there. Even worse than that, though, in my opinion, is the way that these back joints are here. They're just, you really can't see them until you get like that. There are ball joints into holes. They really just don't give you a lot of posability with these giant, massive wing sections that are on the back here. And that, of course, makes the whole thing really back heavy, as you can see. Unfortunately, the legs and the feet are not really strengthened up to the task of holding up all of that back weight. But it's okay, I guess. It'll stand up pretty properly, you know, once you get it into a pose. But you're not going to get a whole lot of dynamic out of this. The arms are not, especially at the shoulders, not exceptionally well articulated either. So you're not going to get a lot of fancy poses out of those arms either. It's just all around kind of meh, I guess. You do get these little bits here that are on these little action-based stands that you can get, which are pretty neat, I suppose. It's part of the weapon system for the Cybaster from the game. So there you go. Those are pretty cool, I guess. The fact that they don't have any way to attach onto the kit directly when they're not being used is kind of meh. But yeah, whatever. I'll live with it. Now, on to the good. Things I did like about this kit. So I think that there's some really good attention to detail and part separation. If you can look right here, for example, inside of the chest there, you've got those little yellow bits on the purple. Underneath the armor, that's all part separated and color separated, which is really nice. The head crest with the red is also really nicely part separated as well. There are a few stickers that you can kind of get away without using if you really want to. There's these purple ones up here on the shoulders. There's these green jewels that go onto the sword hilt, which are not the best looking in the world, but you can get away with it. Overall, I think there is a lot of really good in this kit, but it is a high grade, and that means it is a high grade. Even though it's not a Gunpla, or a Gundam, I guess, and it's not to scale or anything, and it is in a high grade box, like, you just got to keep in mind that what you are buying here is a high grade kit and all that entails. This isn't some mysterious new type of high grade where it's a better quality high grade than other high grades because it costs more. But I'm guessing the cost comes from the fact that you get this action base here. So yeah, fun times. You get a full action base in with this kit. That's because it can transform and you need something to put it on when it transforms. Oddly enough, really strange, situation with this, or circumstance or decision made on Bandai's part. You can't attach this action base when it's in robot mode, only when it's in transformed mode. So have fun with that if you want this thing in an aerial pose. There's no way that I can see to attach an action base to this thing when it's in robot mode. So fun times there. Another thing to keep in mind, while this blue and silvery sort of pearlescent plastic is really, really nice to look at, it's also really soft. That doesn't mean that you can, bend it or whatever. It means that instead of snapping, it's going to tear on you. And since these parts here around the waist and rear, the skirting armors, are on ball joints that don't really move that much, if you try to move them too much, you will tear the plastic and start tearing the ball peg off of the joints. So, fun times there. Something to keep in mind if you decide to get this kit. Now, would I recommend this kit? If you are a fan of the Super Robot Wars series and you like the Cybaster, or if you one or the other, I say get it. It's a fun build. It's got some unique engineering up in the chest area to keep that part separation, to keep that layering. I think that's really well done and really nice. But if you're not a fan of this series and you really are not into building high-grade kits that are not, this thing's pretty hollow on the inside, let's admit it, I say give it a pass. It's not super great as a kit overall, but it's passable. Good middle of the line kit, and definitely a high grade in every aspect of that term. So if you've ever done a high grade, you know what you're getting into, and that's exactly what this kit is. So there you go. That's my quickie review of the high grade Cybaster. I know I was a little bit rambling, a little bit of pause there, but you know, that's what these quickie reviews are. It's just my unfiltered thoughts and my real-time reactions. Have a nice day. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you're going to pick this up, or if you did pick this up and you have thoughts and ideas about it, just let me know. And there you go. I'll see you on the next one.